Morning, everybody, and welcome to my unprocessed life. Well, it's Monday morning, and I'm headed back to work. It's been a rough morning. It was a rough night, actually. I was starting to have some allergy symptoms and so forth, and I wasn't feeling particularly well last night. And then when we headed home, I stopped by a health food store and grabbed some coconut water and some orange juice, hoping that would help me feel a little bit better. And it did. It energized me a little bit to get back to the house. And then I got home and I had a cucumber, tomato, and cauliflower salad with some zucchini hummus on top of it as kind of as a dressing. And then I finished up some banana cinnamon rolls that I was making. They're really good. Well, what you do is, in essence, you take some ripe bananas and you slice them into halves or thirds. Next time I may try it with halves. I did thirds this time, and they were a little thin. I may just do halves next time. Anyway, and then you dehydrate them for like 6 or 8 hours, and then once they're dehydrated, a little bit more pliable, then you go ahead and you put some filling on them. Like, you take the slices and you lay them down flat, and you put some date filling on them. You basically take like dates and some cinnamon flavor and maybe some vanilla and some nutmeg, and I think if I have it to do over again, I may put some pecans in there too. And then you make a sauce out of it, by blending it or pureeing it in a food processor. And then once that's, you take that out, and then you lay the bananas flat. You put some of the sauce on the bananas, and then you roll them up, and they look a lot like a cinnamon roll. I'll have pictures up on Instagram for it. Yeah, and then once you do that, you roll it up, and then you put it back in the dehydrator and let it dehydrate for another couple hours, because basically what that does is it warms them up, and that's the key to making those things taste really good. Now, so the way you're supposed to do that process is you're supposed to cut the bananas, dehydrate them for 6 or 8 hours, fill them up with whatever, and then go ahead and dehydrate them again to warm them up. It took us 2 days to get it all together because of all the different things that we were doing and working on and whatnot. So they didn't turn out pretty. they didn't. I really didn't think that they were going to turn out well at all. But to my surprise, no matter how badly I jacked that process up, they turned out to be really tasty. And I think there's a few things we could do to make them just over the top good. One is add some pecans, and 2 is add a glaze on them, which we didn't do. So I ate those, but I ate those really late, like at, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, something like that. And so I had my eating was all jacked up yesterday. So this morning I'm feeling the effects of that a little bit. And from being under the weather, I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was yesterday. Although a funny thing happened last night, somewhere in the evening, I got a ringing in my ear, my right ear. Started ringing really loud, and it's still going. Usually that stuff goes away after a little while. You sleep for a night or something. So I may have to go get that checked out to see what that's all about. We'll see if it goes away or if it doesn't. Well, this morning I got up and had my green juice. I had some water and all of the different pills I take. I don't take any medication these days, as far as doctor prescribed medication. I take a B12 vitamin. I take some D vitamins because I have a really low D count. I take some vitamin C, anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 units, and I have a multivitamin that I take, and then what else? Oh, a K vitamin supplement, and that's pretty much it. I also try to take my probiotics. I've been doing that pretty consistently since they came in. We got the VSL3 probiotics, which are supposed to be really the best on the market. So I'm pretty excited about that. I really like having those there. I don't know that I feel any real difference in those versus the other probiotics that I've been taking before, but all of the research says that it's good stuff. So I'm gonna go with it for the time being. And it should be. It's pretty expensive, although it's not really that much more expensive than your other probiotics that are out there in the great scheme of things. I've seen some that are more expensive with less bacteria. So what else? Oh, for lunch today, we'll be doing basically the same thing that I had for dinner last night, which is cucumber noodles with tomato and cauliflower, and then the raw zucchini hummus on top as a dressing. And that's what we got for lunch. I have some oranges at work for fruit snacks during the day, and of course the cafeteria is always there in case I need, some strawberries or pineapple or something like that to kind of help get me through. So, well, that is what's happening this morning on my unprocessed life. I hope everything's going well in your life and you're having a great day. I'm riding on my own today, so I will probably see you this afternoon. And maybe even again on this trip in if I think of something. Until next time, I love you, and I hope to talk to you again real soon.